one of the things I've kind of gotten to be a big fan of over the years is having a good soft shell jacket. A soft shell jacket kind of fits a really good niche that some people think's overkill, some people don't like it, do like it, they're all over the place. I used to not be real big on it, but I've grown and changed my mind on that. What a good soft shell jacket does is it gives you some protection from the wind and some protection from the rain. That's not a raincoat, but it gives you some protection from the rain and wetness without quite the same amount of what's the word I'm going to, non-breathability, maybe, for lack of a better term at the moment, in cooler weather. Now there's been all different kinds out there. I've got a couple of different soft shell jackets that I really like that are just the shell, okay? There's no cold weather insulation layers to them at all. They're just the outer shell. They stop a little bit of water and they stop the wind. For insulation, you have to layer underneath them, which I like. I like that approach. I like that modular layered system, especially for the area where I'm at, where it can start out in the 20s in the morning and be in the 60s, 70 by after lunchtime, okay? But occasionally, if it's going to be cold, you know it's going to be cold, it can be nice to cut down on the bulk of having so many layers on and just have one layer. Now, you can go get some really, really nice soft shell jackets. There's a couple of different companies that come to mind right offhand. And I'm not going to name them because I don't want to promote them or knock them. I'm going to talk about something else that I like. But there's some really good companies that make some absolutely awesome soft shells. And they come at an absolutely price. Like your wallet just, it screams and passes out whenever you take it out. Crazy expensive. Now oftentimes you get what you pay for. Other times not so much. You're paying for a name. One of the things I've been wanting to check out for a while is this jacket right here. Okay? This jacket is made by Tru-Spec. This is their 24/7 series soft shell jacket. Okay? It comes in a couple of different colors. I know it's in coyote, black, multicam. I want to say they've even got Ranger green or OD green, one of those two. I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. But I know they've got the other colors. So if you want a solid color, you can get that. Multicam if you want camouflage. What makes this jacket different than some of the others? Well, first off, it's not. It is a soft shell jacket. Okay, the outer material is windproof and fairly waterproof. Now again, it's not a raincoat. Okay, it will shed water, but if you're in a driving rainstorm and just out in it for hours and hours, it's probably going to eventually soak through. That's not what it's made for. But the outer shell is waterproof and windproof. Maybe water resistant is a better, more accurate term. One other difference is it does have a thin, soft fleece lining to it. Okay, it's part of the jacket. So it's not just the outer layer. It does have a little bit of insulation property to it. Now it's not a thick heavy fleece at all. And it's not like a real heavy, like a thick polar type fleece. It's not that. It's a really thin layer of fleece. So it's going to give you a little bit of insulation. So like on a coolish day, it's not going to overheat you. On a really cold day, you're probably going to have to add some other layers underneath it. A couple of things that I do like about it. It's got two big zipper pockets on the front, and let me, just because it'll make it a little easier to show you when I get it on. Get my shirt sleeves tucked down in there. Can't stand the shirt sleeves bunched up in the armpits. Okay, so with it on, you've got two big slash pockets right here on the front, right? But on the inside, it's mesh material. So what that gives you the ability to do, you've got pockets you can put things, but if you wanted to vent a little bit, you can unzip that and it will vent a little bit of body heat out. Gives you a little bit of opportunity to kind of regulate your body temperature some if you're up active doing stuff. Two shoulder pockets, one on each shoulder, and they're zippered. Okay, same deal on the shoulder pockets. It's mesh underneath, so you could open these up and let some heat ventilate out, a little airflow circulate through. The zippers are really nice zippers. They're waterproof zippers. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but they're waterproof zippers that are covered. And then when you zip them up, there's a little pocket that the zipper goes up in to help let rainwater run off of it instead of soaking in the zipper. Same on both sides. Velcro on the pockets if you put morale patches. You've got Velcro closures around the cuffs. Okay, so you can cinch it up. There's a pretty good amount there. You've got some, the way the elbows are done, it's not really reinforced, but you've got multiple layers of material coming around here. There's no hood or anything, it's just a simple collar. A couple little nice touches on the front zipper. Behind the zipper, there's another layer of the same outer water resistant, wind resistant material, and then the fleece on the inside of that part. What that gives you is, when you zip it up, now you've got that flap of material behind the zipper, okay, that prevents wind from blowing through the zipper and blocks that, helps seal that up. And then of course you've got the same waterproof type zipper on the front right here that's on the shoulder pocket. So that's fairly waterproof. The collar, this will zip all the way up to the top of the collar, okay? So you can flip the collar up and zip it all the way up around your neck if you need to really keep the wind off your neck for colder weather. There is a elastic drawstring, back up where, around the base of it, okay, where you can cinch it up real tight around your body to prevent cold air from blowing up, heat from going out. Really cool feature they did on this. Instead of having the toggles and the extra shock cord hanging out the bottoms of the jacket down here, just flapping in the breeze, they took a note. Well, I say they took a note. They might not have took a note, but it's similar to the USGI level 5 and level 6 jackets. That the toggles are actually in the pockets right here. Now that I've got it on, you're probably not going to be able to see it, or maybe so. You see it right here? The toggle and the shock cord comes inside the pocket, okay? So when you adjust it and tighten it up, all your excess cord and the toggles are inside the pockets right here, so you don't have them flapping around. They're contained inside. Really cool feature there. I like having all that contained so it's not out there getting snagged on stuff and grabbing and all that. Let's see. Oh, on both sides, down at the bottom right here, so I can get this on camera, there's a snap section, right? And there's a zipper that you can zip up or down. The zipper's at the top and at the bottom. You can undo that if you need to access something on your side. Maybe you want it open right there. Handgun, your knife, whatever. You could conceivably unzip that and then re-snap this bottom piece underneath your holster or knife or whatever, so it's hanging out, but it'll still keep the jacket from just flapping around in the breeze, so to speak. So that's a pretty cool feature there. That's got it on both sides. Then you just lock the zipper down and snap it back. Final feature on the back right here. You've got a zipper on each side. And there's a large pass-through pocket on the back lower area right here. That, same as the other pockets, it's a big mesh pocket. You can put stuff in and reach it from both sides. Unzip it, let some heat ventilate out, however you want to do it. Now, I've had this jacket for some weeks now. It was actually a gift from a really good friend of mine. Totally unexpected. I had had my eye on one of these for a while, and just because I've got my other USGI stuff, I just never pulled the trigger on one, because I was just, well, you know, I've got the others, I don't really need to spend the money on this, it'll just end up being redundant, blah blah blah. And out of the blue, buddy got it for me for a present. And now that I've got it, it's kind of like, man, I wish I would have got one of these a while back before. I really like this jacket, okay? Yes, it's not genuine USGI surplus, okay? It's not in use by the military. It's not one of the fancy high-end uber cool Cadillac brands. You're not going to win any points with the cool guys if you're trying to fit in with the cool kid club. But if you want a really good functional jacket at a really good price and get the most bang for your buck, check this jacket out. I know there's some places that have run sales on these, and there might be even one place that's got them on sale right now where you can get them for about 60, 70 bucks. I think generally they run around 100, give or take. Don't quote me on that because it's been a while since I priced them, okay? I'm just trying to go off memory here, but I want to say they run right around $100, give or take. But again, with a lot of the high-end stuff running between $300 and $500 for a jacket, when you can get one of these for around $100 at a third to a quarter or less of the cost of one of the high-end jackets, I'm telling you guys, this is a really good bang for the buck, okay? It's warm enough to use in cool weather. It's functional enough that you could layer underneath it, I think, and handle some colder weather. It's not big and bulky. It doesn't compress down really small, but it doesn't take up a whole lot of space either in your bag or whatever. Now, it's not like a smock, which I'm still a big fan of, like the Brit SAS type windproof smocks. It doesn't come way down on your body. It's more just below your waistline, but it's still a good jacket for a lot of uses, I think, especially preparedness-minded guys. Again, whatever you're wanting, if you want black, they got black. I know they've got coyote. Coyote will work really well as a general purpose solid color. The coyote lets you be, that could go from an everyday jacket, honestly, that you wear with a pair of jeans out shopping at the mall, straight in to blending in, camoing up, and hiding. The coyote just works really well across the spectrum pretty much anywhere. Like I said, I want to say they've got a green one, but man, I can't remember off the top of my head without going and looking it up if they've got like an OD green or Ranger green or something like that. I could be wrong. Again, don't hold me to that. But for you guys that want camouflage, here you go. Good old standby multicam. What else about this jacket? I have had it out in the rain. Like I said, it will shed rain. I feel pretty certain that if you stand out in the rain, like I said, in a driving rainstorm, it's probably going to eventually soak through. But just for like little brief passing showers, misty showers, or just like if you're having to move through the woods and there's dampness on the bush and it's, bushes and it's falling on you or whatever, man, it's going to shed it good. The wind, this will really, really block the wind good. It does do that. Now, it hasn't been really cold here yet. Had a couple of cool mornings, but nothing really cold. Hopefully come January, February, I'll really be able to get out in some colder weather and kind of compare this maybe with a couple of my other ones, and we'll see how it goes. Sizing, to be safe, I'm going to tell you to order a size larger than what you normally wear. Like, I can usually get away in some things with a large, some things with an extra large. It just depends, like in cami tops, etc. I know a lot of the USGI stuff is sized big to begin with, so like a large is cut really big to fit over everything. This is more of a tailored fit, so like I can get away with large stuff sometimes. This is actually an extra large jacket, and you can see it fits me. There's not a whole lot of bagginess or roominess in it. So to be safe, I would suggest you order up one size than what you normally wear. Like if you normally wear a medium, get a large. If you think you normally wear a large, get an extra large. Just to be safe. If you get it from a reputable place, usually if you get it and it's a little bit too big, you can always exchange it. But I would be willing to bet you're probably going to be happy that you got it a little bit larger. Jackets are one of those things, it's usually better to have it too big than too small. That way you can at least layer underneath it. You can always cinch it up around you if you need to. So, there you go. Tru-Spec 24/7 H2O. No, it isn't H2O. What am I saying? I'm thinking of the H2O parka. Duh. I need more coffee. I'll let you get a view of the back here, so I'll turn the camera down. 24/7 Softshell jacket. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll get it out in a minute. Let me rectify that with some coffee. Hang on. Now I can think straight. 24/7 Softshell jacket. Got it right that time. We don't use a teleprompter here, folks, okay? I ain't got one sitting in the corner or somebody holding cue cards. I like this jacket. I think it's a great, great value for the money. I'm going to get it out in the bushes and see what it does in the field. One final thought. I don't know if you can hear it. Do you hear that? Exactly. You don't hear anything. It's quiet. It's a very quiet jacket. When the material rubs on itself, it doesn't make any noise. When it's moving, it's not making any noise. There's no crunching or crackling or scraping sound. When stuff runs against it, it's not making noise. You could have limbs and branches and stuff rubbing against you. It's not making noise. Really nice and quiet. I would be interested in seeing Tru-Spec make a set of overpants out of this material, not lined, without the fleece lining in it, but just this outer material, a set of overpants that you could put on over your regular pants, maybe just a snap and some shot cord around the waist and a zipper, maybe a couple of pass-through pockets, some half zips on the legs so you could throw it on over your regular clothes if you needed to block a little bit of wind and block a little bit of rain. I think that would be a really cool item to add to go with this. So I like this material for now. We'll see. Like I said, I haven't really gotten it out under hard use. I want to make sure I'm honest about that. But as soon as I do, I'll be reporting back and let you know. So check it out. Can't think of anything else to say about it, guys. This is a really nice jacket for the money. Again, budget-minded preparedness. I'm always about where you can get good quality stuff without breaking the bank. You can get cheap quality stuff and not break the bank. That's a given. But the cheap quality crap, it's going to fall apart and go to crap on you and just not work, and then you're going to get frustrated and aggravated, and possibly even be life-threatening. Last thing you want to do is rely on a jacket like this to keep you somewhat warm and somewhat dry. Get in a bad situation, and all of a sudden the jacket you were relying on to keep you somewhat cold and dry, now you're, or warm and dry rather, now you're cold and wet. Not a good thing. Safety in mind there. So anyway, check it out. That's all I got to say about it for now. Stay tuned, and I'll give you more as I get more time in with it. Take care, guys. We'll see you later.